Hello and welcome to Kinda Keto with Donna. Well, today I am going to do a salad, but not a traditional salad. A very healthful, refreshing, wonderful Middle Eastern salad that is great for spring and summer especially, and I have been dying to make this. But I have to do a little bit of tweaking to make it keto and low carb friendly. So check it out with me. So this salad is called Tabouli. Tabouli. Tabbouleh what? Have you heard of it? I imagine it's been around for a really long time, but I never heard of it until I worked many years ago at a deli, at a Jewish deli, and they had this thing called Tabouli. It was kind of a parsley salad, and I was like, ew, that's just gross. Who would eat that? But it's parsley and bulgur wheat and tomatoes and green onions. It's just, and lemon juice, this wonderful dressing on there. It's just so good. So I started years ago making it for myself, and then I had to do a few little tweaks when I went keto version. So this is how I do my tabbouleh. Okay, so this is all the ingredients you would need if you want to make your own tabbouleh, and this is how I make mine. So I've got some fresh, beautiful, curly parsley. I think it's just got a little bit better chew. I've already washed that. I'm going to get ready to cut that. Some fresh green onions, which is wonderful. And I just use one of these tomatoes. I make a half a batch, so just one of these like little Roma tomatoes. Perfect. Fresh lemon juice if you have it. Otherwise, probably just a little squirt of the stuff in the little bottle. And you could add some cucumber, which I will because I have some cucumber. So cucumber I like in it, and then just little spices. I've got salt, garlic powder, and oregano, and you have olive oil. And this recipe is from the back of a box of bulgur wheat from many, many years ago. And then I switched it to quinoa a long time ago. And then when I became keto, I switched it to cauliflower. So I thought, I don't know if I've done it this way, I'm just going to use one of these steaming bag. No real flavors. It's not that big deal if it did, but the flavors are going to come from the lemon juice and the olive oil and all that. But I'm going to use that instead of bulgur wheat. All right, so I'm just going to throw this in the microwave, and if it's too much for it, then we'll just use it as a side. And I'm going to do it about 4.5 minutes in the microwave. You don't puncture anything. You just put it direction side up, and then let it sit for about 2 minutes because it's going to be really hot. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So as I mentioned, it is a Middle Eastern cuisine from there, like Lebanon and Syria and that kind of area, and it's been around for like 4,000 years. Okay, so what I've already started in a bowl, just going to put all the veggies and stuff in a bowl and do the dressing separate and put it together. So I've got about half a cucumber. You can also add mint. You can add olives. You can do hemp hearts. You can do raw garlic, but I think that's a little too strong for me. So I've got a half a cucumber, maybe a little less, one small Roma tomato, or you can just do like half of a large tomato, and 1 to 2 scallions, whatever your taste buds like. So it depends how thin and thick they are. So I did 2 in there, and I'm getting ready to cut up my parsley, and you do want to take the time to get some of those big stems and stuff off. So definitely do that. So I did find some interesting facts about parsley. I heard it's also good for your breath as well, but it's very good in vitamin K, which is really good for a lot of things. It has vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It's a natural diuretic, if you want to know that. It can help reduce bloating and blood pressure. It's linked to bone health. It protects the surface of the eye. And it also helps blood to clot. So that's all really good things. Okay, so sometimes it's just by eyesight, see what you like. I liked actually a little more parsley than even when I used to do the bulgur wheat. So if you're going to do the microwavable cauliflower like that, the rice cauliflower, got to wait for it to cool a little bit. So that's why it's good to do that first. And then you just want to see what you like in there. Sometimes I can't tell until I mix it. And see if I like more of the rice or more of the parsley. So this should make about about 4 servings. All right, I could do a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to do the whole bag. So I think I'm going to leave a little. I like that little mix there. I want to see some white, but not all white. I think I like that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and make the dressing, which is super easy. And for the dressing, it's great to just kind of do it in a jar that's got a lid, and you can just sort of shake that up. So in that, for about this amount, it's 2 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And I want it soaked good. That's maybe about 3, because 4 tablespoons would be a 1/4 cup. So I'll start with about the 3. And then 3 tablespoons of the lemon juice, which equals about a lemon. So this is from 1 lemon. Yes, I'm just maybe a splash extra. So that's, of course, fine. Because the lemon is just so wonderful. I really got to use fresh lemon. It is just such a bright and wonderful salad dish. Okay, then we've got a little salt. And then for salt, it's going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Where's my other spice? Oh, there we go. Just 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic powder. I'll do like kind of half of this. I usually don't complain about too much garlic powder. So garlic powder, and then the oregano. And with the bigger leaves, sometimes it's hard just to do, 1/8 of a amount or something. So here's about a 1/4 teaspoon. Sure, that'll work. And that is all you need for the dressing. And then shaky, shaky, shaky really good. Because you got oil and the lemon juice. And if you notice when you start cutting the parsley, oh, the smell is so wonderful. And you add this. Oh, it is such a great dressing. All right. And now next, put together. All right, so all we do is add our dressing to all the salad ingredients. And you got to let it set at least a minimum of 1/2 hour. Overnight's even great. So I'm actually not going to use this till later. So I want to make it early. I want to get all the good stuff out of there. Don't waste anything. And if after the next day or whenever you're going to use it, if it's just a tad dry, add a little more olive oil. But you really want the flavors to meld good in this. Okay, all done. And that is a great keto tabouli salad. It's also a low-carb tabouli salad. It's also a vegetarian tabouli salad, and it's also a healthy tabouli salad. It is good for everyone because it's got great ingredients. It tastes great. It's fresh and wonderful. So definitely try it if you've never had tabouli before. Warning, here comes the dirty keto part. If you're going to do the sandwich, it always had been a wrap. So best I can do is the Mission Carb Balance wrap. So obviously if you are counting total carbs, this will not work for you. But I'll give you the breakdown later. But it is 4 grams net carbs if you go by net carbs. But that's what I'm going to be using today. All right, to assemble this, you can either whip your own cream cheese, or I just picked up the Philadelphia whipped cream cheese because it really spreads nice and easily. So you're just going to spread that around, and you do want to get the edges because it'll help it hold it together. And then we're going to do our turkey. So just some nice deli turkey. The slices are kind of irregular, so it's hard for me to say how many slices it is, but you want to kind of put it down the middle. 2 slices, a couple ounces, something like that. And then leave the ends a little bit because it'll be easier to roll. And then our wonderful tabouli. Smells so good. And there we go. We've got our little wrap. And wraps taste much better when you cut them on the diagonal. And there you go. With a little avocado on the side. All right, so here's the nitty gritty. I'm going to give you the macro breakdown, but I'm not going to go into whole protein and fat and all that. I want to go into what you and I really care about, the carbs. All right, so the tabbouleh, the way I make it by itself is 4 total carbs, if you go by total carbs, minus 1 gram of fiber, so it's 3 net carbs. So it's definitely not bad. Like I said, I can do it just even as a side. I really like it just by itself too. Now, if you want to do the California wrap, which I love to do, this is the breakdown for that. One of the Mission tortilla wraps, aka Dirty Keto, the Mission tortilla wrap is 32 grams of total carbs, minus 28 fiber, so one wrap is 4 grams net carbs if you go by net carbs. Okay, so your total for a California wrap with 2 ounces of turkey or 2 slices of turkey about there, 2 tablespoons of the whipped cream cheese, and one of the tortilla wraps, the dirty tortilla wraps. If you do all that together, it is 38 total carbs and 29 grams of fiber. So one California wrap, if you're just looking at net carbs, is 9 grams of net carbs for one wrap with, like I said, 2 ounces cream cheese and 2 to 3 slices of turkey. So have you ever tried tabbouleh before, the traditional way? Have you ever tried to make it the low carb way? Are you interested in it? Will you try it? Does it look good? Leave me all that stuff in the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you like low carb and keto friendly recipes and grocery hauls and what to eat in a days, that kind of thing, consider subscribing. And until next time, bye!